So you think about quitting YouTube, or you feel like you reached the end of your rope, or you feel like, you know what, I'm done. I've done everything I can with YouTube. I give up. Honestly, I've been there before. I've thought about that probably multiple times this week. As a person who's done 200 plus videos on YouTube, I'm speaking from experience. This is something like I'm here with you. But before you do that, I just want you to think of a couple of things. These are the reasons why I still stick at it even after 200 videos. That might help you as well. So without further ado, let's get into the first one. The first one is just finding joy in it. And I know a lot of us, we all started with that spark, like, oh, this sounds so fun, it sounds so exciting, and then it got hard, and then it got difficult, and then it got challenging, and then it got more challenging, then my mind and my views, and but wait, just I think you have to reshape what joy means for you in this season, right? So what might have been joyous for you when you first started YouTube might have changed. And so being that as it may, you have to acknowledge that that is what it is. And it's okay if joy changes for you, but I think you have to reignite whatever your joy is. And I think you can reignite your joy by a couple of different ways, right? I think the first one is in the form of an expression. So how do you express yourself on YouTube? I think a lot of us, we kind of get, at least for me, I kind of got tired the way that I was expressing myself on YouTube. I'm a candle maker. I've been making candle content, but I decided I didn't want to make candle content all the time anymore just because I don't want to make candles all the time. My life is more than just candle making. I kind of want people to understand me or what's going on in my mind some days. So it's like, well, how do I give that to the world and hope that they will actually be able to gravitate to that? So I think it's the same thing for you and your channel. How can you express yourself differently? If the content that you've been doing before hasn't worked, or it's not doing what you want to do, or it's not doing what it once did, find another way to be able to find joy in the process. Change your content. Find another way to express yourself. It's okay. If those videos weren't already doing well, what is the difference between doing another video, the one that you might like, and then that not doing well? Because I think in me expressing myself, it's led me to more videos of me expressing myself, which ultimately led me to videos that I actually want to do more. If that makes sense what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the routine of things, and we get so stuck in the routine and the mundane that we think, oh, I have to keep doing this. I have to keep doing this. No, like, it's your life. It's your YouTube channel. Like, it's your YouTube channel. Like, say it with me. It's my YouTube channel. So you can do what you want with your YouTube channel. I know sometimes we get caught up in the algorithm and all those different things. And I made another video about that, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk more so about, like, how do you show up every day? It's just like preparing yourself for your job, except this is supposed to be a job that you like, not one that you don't like. So if you're treating this like the job that you already don't like, then maybe you need to, like, revisit those things. So find a different way to express yourself, man. Like, do different content. If the one that you were doing is not the one that's working, it's not the one that you like anymore, do different content. Like, I don't know really any YouTuber who started doing one content and they're still doing the same content 5, 10 years later. Like, usually everybody pivots because you thought that that was the content that you wanted to do, and then you kind of changed your mind and decided that that's not what you want to do anymore. So find a different way to express yourself, right? And I think another way that you can find joy is figure out what your why is. Like, why are you doing this? I think for me, when I started YouTube, it probably was out of fear, but I think also it was, okay, I'm just going to show my candles. And then after I did that for a while, I'm like, you know what? I want to show more about me and what I know, and not necessarily my candles. And as time goes on, it might be I want to show me and more of my life than just what I know, but this is the progression of who I am. So my why is changed, but it's also the same because it's me. So as I evolve, my why kind of evolves as well. So I always try to make content from a place of me. Like, I always try to make content from a place of who I am at that point in time. And when you do it like that, I think the views and stuff don't matter as much, because it's like, who are you? Like, does this align with who you are? And if you're doing it because you enjoy it, if you're doing it because, like, it makes your spirit happy, and it's like, I've been thinking about this video all day, then I think that you're headed in the right direction. I think also when it comes to my why, it's understanding when you have, like, those light bulb moments is what I call you. So the light bulb moments is like those moments where you get an idea and you get excited about that idea before anybody says anything about it, before anybody talks down on it, before you share it with anybody. Those are those light bulb moments that I feel like need to be expressed. Like, you have to, that is what they call from idea to execution. Like, you need to get from idea to the execution of that as quick as possible, because to me, that is the next version of yourself, which could be the next version of your videos, which could be the next version of your channel, your brand that somebody actually could be waiting for and could gravitate to. So I think people don't just gravitate from, I know they say that you want people to learn and get value from you. Sometimes the value is not what you say, but it's who you are. You know what I mean? So I think ultimately I want people to watch my content, not just because of what value I say to them, but what value I give them by who I am. So I think understanding, finding joy, understanding ways to express yourself and express that joy, and then ultimately understanding whatever your why is. And I think when you create whatever your why is, and if that changes, your content changes, and that's okay. But now, if you come to the end of this video and you decide, okay, Amar, like I hear all that, but I still want to quit, understand why are you quitting. Like if you're quitting because you feel like you gave everything that you've had, I don't feel like that's a failure. That's just a closure of a chapter. That means you need to go to whatever the next version or the next idea that is calling you to it. Now, if you're quitting, like I said, because you just don't feel like you have it, maybe you just need to take a rest, take a step back, and reboot and find another and better idea. And I know a lot of times they say consistency. If you take a step back, blah 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 blah. But I've taken a step back in my channel, and I've come back more energized and more purposeful and more intent. You know what I mean? And I'm able to pump out more content a lot quicker because I'm more aligned with who I am and the content that I want to create. So I think find your why, find what you want to do, and if you decide, hey, I'm done because I've given everything, that's just a closed chapter, and that's okay. But if you're just quitting because you're tired or because you feel like what you're doing is not serving you, then it's time for you to change the game plan, and that's okay too. So if you like this video, or yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. But let me know what your why is in the chat, in the comments. Like, why do you do YouTube? Why do you still hang in there? I would like to see what other small YouTubers think. So drop your why in the comments. Till the next time, peace.